What is vibing? This is Vish, and today I want to be sharing my SHAMBHAVI Mahamudra experience after completing half a cycle. What is the cycle I'm talking about? Well, without getting into too much detail, it's essentially a recipe that is needed to be practiced after getting initiated, which was on January 24th, 2021. And that recipe requires you to practice for 40 days, completing one cycle, which is one mandala. And I've crossed more than 20 days at this point. I pretty much view this the same way Sadhguru talks about how do you achieve enlightenment or how do you achieve happiness. It's all about focusing on the key essentials. The same way a flower will blossom with the right water, the right soil, the right sunlight. It's the same thing that applies to this practice and honestly anything in life. Once you follow the right instructions and the recipe, naturally the product or what blossoms will come out beautifully. So don't even worry about that, and that is why I'm not worrying about that. So backtrack to initiation day, January 24th, 2021. It was supposed to be a long day, roughly from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. and not too many breaks in between. Now, to maintain the integrity of the program, I will not be sharing any of the details of it. I'm really just here to share the reflection of that day and all these days that has passed after completing more than half the mandala. I do want to also sincerely thank Sadhguru for just being an amazing light in this whole path of journey. He is truly helping to enlighten the world, and for that I am truly grateful. He has taught me how the same way the sun unconditionally rises for us and provides us the warmth and sunlight, and the trees unconditionally provide us the oxygen, how we are all connected, and it is our duty to unconditionally provide for others. So he has been a true inspiration on this path of seeking, but also on the path of providing. Now, part of the recipe or instruction list for Shambhavi includes doing the practice twice a day, and there are certain requirements which, again, you just have to trust the process, and that includes having these practices 4 hours apart, and also having it 4 hours after food. And again, out of respect, I must follow this because if I want the right blossoming of the flower, then you might as well follow the right instructions. And so yeah, to be as transparent as possible, it definitely has been a challenge. I have been meditating for over 3 years now, or just about 3 years, and my practice started with 2 minutes a day, and then I eventually worked my way till about 30 to sometimes an hour, but really just stayed around 30 minutes. Now I have to do this practice for 30 minutes a day, but also twice it, and so it was definitely a lot of load. In addition, just to support the blossoming of this plant within, I decided to sprinkle in another practice, which was Isha Kriya. Isha Kriya is a very powerful process which you don't have to get initiated into, and it's available online. If you look up Isha Kriya, Sadhguru meditation. So I've started doing Isha Kriya along with Shambhavi every single morning, as well as 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, and then Upayoga, which are really just meant for the mornings. And so this really is going to help establish and strengthen the Shambhavi practice. And then in the night, I finish it off with Shambhavi and Isha Kriya. It is recommended that you do at least start the practice before 12 a.m. and just with balancing school, family, and all these other responsibilities that I have, it has been a little challenging, like I said, to squeeze it in, but I have been making sure through all of these days of practicing that I do get it in before 12 a.m. and get both practices in for the day. Now, with regards to the actual effects and benefits that I've experienced, I will have to stand by and say that it's just like what I've learned from other meditation practices. It's not about what you would gain, it's about what you would lose. You see, with this practice, and just like the other practices, I've seen the loss of anxiety, the loss of stress, the loss of worry, the loss of all of these unnecessary feelings and attachment. Basically, as Sadhguru describes, all of these things occur due to karma, and it's called karmic baggage. By doing these practices, you're helping to loosen up that glue where the attachment is loosened up and you're getting closer to detachment. So when you're getting closer to detachment, naturally all these things will stop affecting you and just not even be present. The only thing that will be present is you, and that is all that should matter. Now, have I seen any tremendous, significant benefits from Shambhavi compared to my other meditation practices? To be honest, so far not yet, but again, I am trusting this path, and that is all that matters. It's about trusting it, following it, and eventually, I'm sure the fruits will yield. I'm not doing this out of any expectation, but just realizing that it is best for the present moment. When you set an expectation, it's usually meant for some sort of future goal or benefit. I'm always doing it for the present, and that is all that matters, because that is all that you have. So for anyone interested in SHAMBHAVI Mahamudra or any of the cool meditation practices that Sadhguru offers, I would highly recommend you check out his website, Isha, and if you look up Inner Engineering, you will definitely learn more about the program. Thank you so much for watching this reflection. Take it joyfully, make it a right day, and stay conscious.